As we head into lunch, as Hamza mentioned, we have a quick update on the overview of the state of Maine's Office of New Americans and its ongoing work to strengthen Maine's economy and community by supporting immigrant integration. Established within the Governor's Office of Policy and Innovation and Future in early 2025, the Office of New American is charged with making Maine a home of opportunity for all by enhancing workforce pathways, expanding English language opportunities, and improving coordination amongst employers, service providers, and community partners to better connect new Mainers with meaningful employment and support services. We are so pleased to be joined by Julia Trujillo. In this session, you will hear the latest on the office's initiatives, partnership, and progress towards these uh, opportunities and prosperity that looks ahead of us. A little bit about Julia. Julia Trujillo is the Director of Strategic Planning Management at the Maine Community College System. And I will invite Julia to join us and share a bit more about the Office of New Americans.
Thank you, Isha, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to provide an update on the office. As Isha spoke about the brief history of the Office of New Americans, so the Office of New Americans is not something obviously new to Maine. There's many different Office of New Americans across our country, across many different states. In 2023, I was working in the Department of Economic and Community Development, so I had sort of an insider view of how the office was coming about. There was a lot of expectations and hope for those of us who've been involved in immigrant integration work here in Maine for many years. And thank you at the time to the leadership of Director Pingree, Hannah Pingree at the time. We started doing kind of a canvas across the country to understand how others were looking at immigrant integration as a whole. I am very proud to say that, and I think to this day is still true, that Maine is one, if not the only one, but it's often considered a model across the country of how immigrant integration to us is a key economic development strategy. So both at the time, Director Pingree and Commissioner Johnson in the economic development plan that I was leading at the time really worked together to make that part of our key talent attraction and economic prosperity agenda. So fast forward a couple of years since then, the office has been in operation since 2025. I am a co-chair of that office. And I often get a lot of questions. Where is the Office of Americans? Is it still functioning? Is it still active? And it is very much indeed active. We're going through some transitions in leadership. The director, Erica Harris, has decided to look for a different opportunity professionally, but very much the Governor's Office of Policy and Innovation in the future is still very much active and is very much a priority for the state at this time. The focus areas so far have been mostly in English language acquisition and workforce development, working very closely with the businesses and with the adult ed programs to try to address some of the English acquisition gaps that we see across the state, both high demand, for example, in Southern Maine, and maybe not enough coordination of services to other realities in rural Maine, which are more related to transportation and lack of a sort of a service fabric. So I know that's something that the Office of New Americans is right now very active in trying to accomplish is a virtual space and trying to see if there's funding resources to support more virtual offerings of English language acquisition in partnership with the State Adult Education Office. I will also, I guess, share that given the circumstances that took place in January here in Maine, the Office of New Americans um, it, at the time tried to ensure that all the communication that was stemming out of the governor's office was translated into the key languages in our state. There's obviously a new paradigm, different than when the office was created, and I think the Office of Americans, not just ours but across the nation, is trying to grapple with that and what the proper role of an office like this at the state level with a very different agenda stemming from the federal government and what that looks like and how we respond to it. So I just didn't want to intrude too much into your lunch, but I thought it was a unique opportunity in a space like this to offer a free an update on the Office of New Americans, and also so you could see my face and note that I am connected to that work, although I'm not the director, I'm not staff, but I'm certainly the co-chair of an advisory council that continues to meet. And then if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, please send them my way.